Sergei Paket'ten açıkçası o Sergei Paket'ten teni sanges manli düşen şimdi mic protector importante. Oh ya. Sergei Paket'ten teni sanges manli düşen inonju. Manla. Teni medicine Buddha. English no medicine Buddha jono pale. Medicine Buddha tushin bono ho izu po tsiriat pale. Tene tsishu ketan ngurun buchi tushin. So tsishu ngurun buchi tushin tene sespa izu pale. Chonga ketan sanges opa me tushin. Sespa ngishur ha ketan kanrumi tushin. Sespa ngishur gu ketan choshkan shuma gundi tushin. Tene namgan ketan sanges shaketu bitushin. Oh yeah. It's a godly. Chitoshi no lo chi zos nas pina stop tropa stop nas na. Kanta chi ma pet na kanta ngi serimsla. Somba sandering sangis men le tojini no ju. Tenite on sakal dawe. O tu sambena. No cholda sakal dawe. Ma tening ta holy month. Cholda san po cholda. Holy month. Sakal dawe teni sespar gyadi no teni mixol choste dering. Matai daringi zuka story ka upload chokan nangjin la deringa ta tene sangis mele shmas potsapik sabanele serpol kana gyatsushik tene mixal choste na zukchi dichen coronavirus na patsami pia konsomo tene na pale trolchi se pia sangis male zuma silna tene zumu kela no jonrele son basan tene coronavirus na paguni pia mixal choste tene diringa tai serpok o gana shiga tsoshik zukshik zunga po sanyale tene tsame changa gon tarik chose borazat sabek stine ata tene yurchunjuk po sabek sar testing ne zunga po sin. So anyway, Julie to everyone once again, nice to meet all of you, and today is the 8th day of the lunar calendar of the holy month of Sagadawa, which means that today is the day of medicine Buddha, and especially during this holy month of Lord Buddha Shakyamuni's birth, enlightenment, as well as his Mahaparinirvana, basically, his birth, enlightenment, and his passing away. So this month is especially auspicious, and today we will accumulate 108 counts of Medicine Buddha's mantra, which I have already uploaded on my Instagram story and post in English. Tibetan is, in Bodhi's mantra is a little bit difficult to read in Bodhi, so I just wrote it in English. But then the mantra that, if you check my post, the mantra that goes around is basically, that's it. If you can read Bodhi, you can read that, The Nipudikshas can teni sangis mele ngas putana daringi nakshil na sangis mele skuparte tamagit kambe no gale tai na shnas putsapik sila kasmochen te biastrini ngena una silzo tsapik lapsisting ni teni ngata savinyampu tingskur shkana get zochisilina. And today we will read especially for the swift recovery of all those people who have been struck by this deadly virus, coronavirus, And yesterday in Ladakh, I think there were a few more new cases. I think 3 in Zanskar and maybe some other places, So that's very unfortunate. Zanskar, which is quite far from Leh, it's about 2 days journey by road. And the road is quite challenging but beautiful. And Zanskar has so far had remained free free from coronavirus, but I think somebody traveled to South Korea, and that's what they're saying. They have a travel history of South Korea, and maybe they got infected. And the problem with the coronavirus is that, not everyone is symptomatic. A lot of people are asymptomatic. So we have to be extra cautious. Just because we are not showing any symptoms doesn't mean that we're not carrying this virus. Let me just briefly explain that in Ladakhi. So my fellow Ladakhis, those who don't understand English, they will know this because it's quite important. Tene zanskar la ke summa lepte di rangju ni chespe zanskar hale tene ta dasa sapa zanskar tene sukshi coronavirus case mane male bano tene zanskar ne mi sum sukshi ta coronavirus case duglo South Korea son karlo le chiche son chishi hale sahara dugma duga Korea wori chipe son chishi hale oya South Korea son karlo tene mi suma zumu guskar hale tene mane koran sembash kechese natsuli no chese dasa sapa zumu mane izuk zanskar mane male bano ina le korbo mane 망쇼 보다가리 일코라 주슈 코라 lep토갈래 다 주슈 되고만은 주슈 때네 샤만 나 샤마타만에 메테노 인나타 주슈 고마구나 메케스만 볼lep테노 어송바선 달라가 일단에 가로 츠피츠피 캡북리 거기랑만 마메테노 때네 거기랑만 다테네 오 마타라이 무슬마니 나 아주누나 때네 메신 부카시가 공원에 lep트 독 때네 누브랑 lep트 독 타고 가니까 lep샤노 클레츠 가다 조고시노 때네 다성 잉글리시 때 오주스 바이레 이 마타 코로나 바이러스 부케테 난코 뇨타 직지 독주나레 이와 프로블럼 직지 독주나 코 이수 독레 მეტ 카멧 때웨 zumo yochese stars popingo samirugle 스페셜나 마타 직 참패겼나 직 나공 나추빙체스 곡체스 때네 악치스체스 정말 차바체스 때가 때나다 참파이도 받아 손대는 벌려 야주 좁파샤체스 zumo 소시는 고 좁파샤고 스팔레 때네 고 좁파샤체스 zumo 요테 노서 마다 받아 손대는 봐 때네 직스만 다사 오아레스라 쪽스타 대중마다 사년되는 거나 다이오 다사 코로나 바이러스 불소 포지도 주나 가시가니 때네 이 zumo 용스테 코스테 때네 만에 코랑 코스테 말제나 루스테 옥스넨 마야나 시기시기 샤루글레 가시가니 때네 짱 거랑 하자가절래 짱 마샤간지글레 코암이 콩까지 그 스타즈는 많이 거랑 계속 헬티 소실래 양 zumo 요트간지 또 마지 리치 모두 벌레 또 잡히잡히 마탄세 가다 초고시 각산도 게래 마탄 zumo 구스티 요트난 짱 받아시 미루글레 소 구스티 몇 단단지 비팅 미루게래 티페 또 asymptomatic example 코 스탁스 마스타나노 zumo 스탁스 보 또니랑 성능이 좋아이냐 티지오 나메라 코카메라 참파메라 짱 무슨 카메라 파스트 클래스 시스템이랑 코로나 바이러스 요트난 바타메케 티페 주주 가라시거든 가와 값으시거든 미군한테 라파마사 잡히 다른 거라서대 미터 니소시 다른 거라서 팀이라 년에는 별가지 굴때도 별가지 무식 팀이라래 때네 별가왕 직 샀답스데 미터 직 조시할래 오야 때네 구징용 하치는 줄레스는 별가 속세 보라래 아 별가 탐주 뭐나 아우주고 별기가 락백 조시 줬사랑 해서 락바 조시거나 줄레스 조시 락백 조시 줬다스바 줄레 감사해나데 감사해서 뭐네 메카메시게 탐고시스면 메카메 락바 탐고시스면 많이 코랑이 락바식 당치 뭐니 게라미 줄래 앙레스벨 룩술만 빠지긴 틱도 봐 man make this atene aras pagune zukshi chiri chinta chik o nikran not skalchas man nga barus chos ni la pena tikurte met nikran not skalchas man zerkan tezus tak toshiga chik barus yonche se pemane la tang se onche man shek tan kan chizo shukan jose te aras pe zukshi intik tu pale chigalbe mal gale mirukle ina non tik duble jule spal jule spa tawrime hale dandri chi man garam chi afsar sa jule kamsang ka jule kamsang hale tani man dambe ka pukang jile sar도 발에 아무래도 보면 좋다. 유럽에 오면 유럽 아마도 쓰는 거야. 이가 복직 하네. 오야 코로나스 발에 코로나스 때문에 주무용차는 거래. 되네 다사이 이스라엘 낭 때문에 팔레스타인 때 미들 이스트 카탕베카 복순 당도 직 니스 숨스데 할레 되네 다 숨바지시 알리야 또 와즈만에 할레 되네 만에 주무 구샤노 발에 담배가 폭탄 케가 폭탄 락파리 때문에 스케리 때문에 대충 아마자다 어나 오야 필라직 폭살 아마자다 필라직 락파갑스 죽스 어지 락파지 카갑스 죽스 락방갑스 죽스 로운 투아자다 되나 악치즈 곡체서나 이노 코아자다 이나 특미라 이노 코고서나 곡체서 락파나 코는 맞다 했더니 진짜로 치즈가지 아직은 전화 빨리 되네 이나 부르고 있어 이렇게 부직 상무 되네 시다 질레 감상래 되네 생활 박버스는 대만에 받면 되네 거리군이 그거 텐치스 좀 빨리 스티어링 좀 빨리 스티어링이 tam만 동년 밑으로네 스티어링 지금 보통 많이 코라 메서면 부직 콜로 삼으로 스티어링은 기어만 때군데 거리 락버스 사고 뭐나 때군데만 락바 당연지만 올래 mana korang teni kani karo lakpa transpa kamper go te zumse lakpa transpa le gear kunika lakpa transpa garina lakpa transpa le teni mane son basang o teni nasate zo pelte no pa korana mara jod na med na lak tangches yale mirukle lakpa shek tangches jule ze shiskala dok so tarini jule ze chis o ya teni chi kok go shesna chi champa zoshima ta ak chizezana ina kogo sanokle ina chipezana yu ngata mijana tu manopale ika 유튜브 만을 줄에서는 유튜브 캐라만 없고래 줄에서는 유튜브 캐라만 없고 라파 식당 캐라만 없고 좀 봐서 이나가 단까지 코겠나 되네 이거 맞다 콜라까 이거 콜라까 나 조신다고 콜라 이 라메상 고스만 봐서 말이야 얘를 잡아서 봐서 컨텐츠 아니라 뭐 부팅스 컨텐츠나 이거 붙이기 때문에 괜찮아 그래 대표 가서 보네 그래서 이나 코잖아 그래 소 맞다 저 감상 봐 되네 줄에서 감상 볼래 되네 그럼 붙이다 놓을래 아하 되네 Ali yato oasis pala teni nishu sanga ajanka chachasano sole yeju I was just explaining in Ladakhi to my fellow Ladakhi people you know that to be careful, to exercise caution whether we have coronavirus or not, you know, when we cough, when we sneeze, to sneeze in your armpit, because we don't touch this armpit, other people know, we don't shake hands with our, we don't armpit shake, you know, like, hey Julie, how are you? We shake with our hands, and that also is a very bad habit, you know. We're shaking hands and kissing on the cheeks. I don't know, I personally never liked it, you know. It is very unhygienic, I guess. Even if they don't have coronavirus, maybe they have flu, common flu, maybe they have cold, you know, and that will make you bedridden for a few days. And if you have pneumonia, and if you bring that pneumonia to your family member, and if the family member has some underlying health issues, if the family member is slightly, you know, old, and that, you know, that can really complicate the person's life. Even if the person survives, they can have limited lung capacity. I heard that, you know, pneumonia and especially coronavirus, it can permanently cause damage to your lung and to your muscles. I was recently listening to a podcast on The Guardian in England, you know. I was listening to this podcast on The Guardian of, you know, one of my fellow Englishman, I can say, because I grew up there, you know, my late teenage years. So this person, he was explaining his ordeal with coronavirus. He was like this qualified pilot. I think he was a pilot. And yeah, he was healthy and he got coronavirus. And he explained how weak his body became, you know. His legs were so weak that I think it took him weeks to start walking properly. And then he said that, you know, just to walk one block, it was like running a marathon. Just recently, yesterday, there was Brendan Rodgers, you know, manager of Leicester Football Club. And yeah, I mean, he's a sports person, and obviously, you know, he necessarily doesn't run around like the other sports persons, but, you know, he's a healthy person. And he said that, you know, became so weak that it was like climbing the mount, what is it called? Kilimanjaro or something. I think it's in Africa, South Africa or something, or Zimbabwe, I don't remember. Mount Kilimanjaro, you know, it was like climbing a big mountain. And in Ladakh, we know that very well. It's so high, 3,500 meters high, you know, our altitude. Our average altitude, I think, is around 2,000 something. It's very high, 2,500 meters. That's our average altitude, or maybe the lowest altitude, you know. High, if you go to Changtang, Korzok, you'll go up to 4,000 something. Last time I went to Korzok and I checked the barometer. It's not that accurate, but it gives you an idea. It was like 4,500 meters. Yeah, I mean, I was okay, but still, you know, it's so high. And even just to walk a few steps, you feel like you're climbing Mount Everest. So that's what he meant, you know, this disease is so dangerous, the coronavirus. Yet people are so irresponsible, right? You see on the TV, recently when India opened the wine shops, you know, to buy alcohol and spirits, there were so many people. You should have seen the, you know, video. It was just after the lockdown, the government doesn't have any money, so to make revenue, they get good money from alcohol, and I think government made a bunch of money. So to make fast money, they open all the wine shops. Well, economically, good decision. In terms of health, in terms of society, very bad decision. And then you see, I just saw a few clips on my mobile phone, like news channels, and people are clamoring. They were literally, like fighting like bugs to get in queue, to get ahead of the queue. And I saw like slippers, sandals, flying everywhere. And then the cameraman was saying, look, no, this is a state of our social distancing. In Hindi, he was saying, dekhiye social distancing ki bhajiya udate hue. He was like, you can see literally social distancing being, obliterated. Yeah, live. So it's so amazing. Like, I think people don't really realize how deadly this disease can be, how many hundreds of thousands of people have died. In America alone, more than 100,000 people have died. Now, if you look at the population of America, maybe it's not that much. But if you put it into perspective, a place like Ladakh, which is the size of England, 59,000 square kilometers, and the population is, the Buddhist population is roughly 1,100,000. So you can say, the entire Buddhist population is gone. And that's a lot. 100,000 people, it's a lot of people. So this disease is very deadly, and we all have to exercise caution. That's what I just wanted to remind everyone today, especially on Medicine Buddha Day. This is a medical advice for all my viewers. 이 zumo ketana 제 kadar chuchis kakchen moduk chejuna 이 zumes kola tsapik nyan pinle tene 이 zumo ketana chik zumo yang chena khashizer de pa gala na changchang na pa sushi mashi zir pale laga sa shite metnam zambul inang ko mi lak ma boshi to kyakle america chikpe nang ko ga mi lak chik shite dukle tikparek 만든 비건 할래 밀락지 시트는 그래. 또 아메리카 미망 스코랑 때 아메리카 제 미망 보이격 이태리 미망 보이격 스페인나 미망 보이격잖아. 이노 공나 많이 미사만 보였대노. 이노 밀락지 그간 뭐 마다 perspective 마다 이속 스타고스 발레직 지리chen 그런 컴페어 주고스 발레. 라닥스랑 왔다 때는 낭페 population 쪽부터 락지 소시 있겠잖아 그래. 또 라닥스 낭파 상황에 때는 시간 소식이 봐. 많아. 락지는 뭐만 보는 걸래. Tenete kadar çok şey kakçan tutpa. Tenin gitti uzis böyle. Çizene yali. Değişikte